Well, hello and welcome back. I'm Kieron Seamons. We're going to do some drawing and painting and making a mess. It's going to be fun. Let's do it. That way. Come on. Okay, so I am in the middle of doing a few little drawings and a few kind of paintings and a few other stuff. Just having a bit of fun around here. In mixing up some paint with the lovely little ceramics that my daughter made. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And we're going to be starting with painting up with this elephant while the little Jack Russell, lovely little Jack Russell there. Look at that. Isn't he cool? While he's drying, there's certain parts of him drying. And then there's another kind of jumping dog there that's kind of funky. And lots of good stuff going on. So let's just get into it and let's just kind of let things happen while I'm kind of painting up some of these. These will eventually be going onto the YouTube, onto the eBay. Sorry for my stumbling. It's going to be going onto eBay. Once I kind of get over all of these dramas that keep happening. Dramas are happening. My house almost burnt down, if you haven't been watching. My house almost burnt down. Massive fire. 10 houses lost. Mine luckily survived. The studio survived. And then this week, the dreadful, dreadful news of YouTube basically attacking creators. And basically they want us to do from 4,000 watch hours up to 8,000, doubling our time and other such things. That has just been pushing everybody to the limit. You know, Etsy did this a while back. They kind of got to the stage where you have to have like international agents to look after your international markets and all this craziness. And this craziness just turned people against them. And I really do feel like that will be the same with YouTube. That, you know, I love my channel. I absolutely love it. It's small and it's kind of free flowing. It kind of happens, whatever happens. And I love that about it. And to have it brought up to the levels of this AI slop that we are constantly being force fed, which I find very offensive. I find it horrible, to be honest. You know, there's lots of people on there making lots of money just by doing AI voiceovers on stuff that's already established. And, you know, I find it quite horrible that, you know, YouTube did talk about them kind of clamping down on YouTube, on AI, but they seem to be encouraging it. And little artists like me and others such will eventually disappear. And that was what was beautiful about things like YouTube, that you could go on there and find a creative person that just touched your heart. And hopefully that's me for you. I hope I touch your heart in some delightful way. I'm looking for some orange. Where's my orange? And I've started this channel like 10 years ago now. And, you know, it hasn't really made me much money, but it's given me a lot of enjoyment. It's given me an immense amount of pleasure. And that's what I love about it. That's what I love about YouTube. And I hope it will continue. I hope that YouTube will continue to encourage young artists and the like, you know. I used to love going onto YouTube and discovering new artists, people I'd never heard of before, that were incredible. And as I have done for years, I have loved going on and finding new artists of all sort. And every time you kind of come up with a new kind of subject that makes your mind tickle, you know, you can go on and search it on YouTube. And I love that. And a lot of these people weren't the big money earners or the, you know, the big Mr. Beast and people like that. These were like real life people, real beautiful, natural people. And I loved it. At the moment, I am crazily interested in the 5-string banjo, the old claw hammer banjo. And it's quite difficult to kind of find out stuff about it, but you have YouTube. And YouTube is an incredible teacher, which is one of the things that I loved about YouTube, was that it was a great source of learning, great source of teaching. And it all seems to be going down the money line, and I'm very disappointed with it, to be honest. I have to kind of admit to the fact that I am extremely disappointed that it's going that way. And it's not encouraging. It's not encouraging these artists. Which I always felt it did before. You know, I always kind of felt like it was a beautiful way to kind of move forward, a beautiful way to kind of explore the world was through YouTube. So I'm finding it quite sad, really, that they seem to kind of support trash. You know, they seem to support channels that are, they're not such a pleasure side of our society, you know. And this is my little kind of Jack Russell, and I'm going to call him Jack. I'm going to call him Jack. And most of the artists and musicians that I still follow now, I've basically found on YouTube. And I'm wondering what the future will be if that becomes more and more difficult for these smaller, insignificant type of, you know, less money making characters, you know. What's going to happen? It does make me worried. It does. So this is little Jack Russell, little Jack. I kind of like sometimes these kind of blotches that become the character. I love the way that they kind of form. So you've got the blue elephant there, and you've got the little Jack Russell. And these are going to be part of my fire sale. It's going to take a long time to get back to repairing this. They seem to have found asbestos, believe it or not, and it has slowed the whole kind of progress down. Of course it will. So that has been difficult. So there we have an elephant and a little Jack Russell. Let's do another one. I've been kind of blotching a lot, and there's another little kind of mad splash of ink, and I kind of can see a little sad kind of sad-mouthed creature in there. You know, this is really kind of where the death of the Funky Doodlers, you know, the way that YouTube had changed everything so much to the point where it becomes difficult to kind of expand or to stretch out, get your, you know, find new people with this thing that I almost had to be kind of almost forced into doing little shorts. And the little shorts are something that will basically get to the point where they kind of advertise you. And it's a very strange thing to be kind of constantly, I love the idea of just kind of within your category of art, for example, or music or whatever, you could just find people, naturally find people. Whereas now it's kind of like you have to almost like advertise yourself and do these little shorts that are, I would almost say they're quite destructive, because you have to be something very fast talking, very action, 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 go. And it's not really what the channel was all about originally. The channel was about the enjoyment and the love of drawing. And I love that. That was something very, very, very special to me. And the main reason why I loved YouTube, that way of expressing things, the way of touching people, the way of sharing things with people. And I'm hoping that there's going to be a new program for people like us. The partner program is going to be changed, and it's going to be more and more to do with sales. And it's going to be more and more to do with millions of views. They're trying to up everything and up profits, and it's just not working out. I find it quite sad when you find something that is absolutely incredible, and then all of a sudden you're getting to the point where it's getting almost like, feels like it's getting greedy to the point where it has to make more money, it has to make bigger profits, it has to take away from creators. And I feel it's kind of like the death of the YouTube love. It's kind of like how I see it. It's like, everybody's kind of met so many people through this channel and never thought about the money. I never thought about making money. I never thought about that at the beginning. I thought of a sharing way to share my artwork. And that's what it has become. It has become this wonderful thing of meeting people on the other side of the world, and for them to love your artwork and share your artwork and follow the channel. So these will be up very soon. Please forgive my slowness with all the drama that's happening in my life at the moment. But that's quite a sweet little character. There's a lot more that have come up. I'm going to be doing these little A6 ones, and I'm going to be doing some of the ACO ones, and I will do something on the back for the ones that are not signed on the front. Hugs, Kieron, something like that. That one's signed on the front. So I'll do lots of these kind of little drawings and see where they go. Some of these type of things, and like little foxes and little birds and stuff like that. So there'll be lots of these ACOs signed on the back. Oh, there's a lovely little crab there. Look at that little crab. Isn't he gorgeous? And he will come up as well. So get over here and get some of these. These will go up, and some of the new drawings and some of the old drawings. There you are. Look at those. Cool. So lots and lots and lots of things to happen. Right, let's do one more. Let's squeeze another one in. Another orangey red type of creature. It'd be nice to put some blue on his lips, but it's too wet at the moment. And this is kind of like, seems like some kind of monster or some kind of, some kind of dinosaur or something like that. And I have tried to add some more color to it from your requests. See, I'm listening to you. And I've been trying to get more sales going as well. And obviously these sales, I will be putting up a lot of artwork, and I will be doing it to kind of help support my fire situation, where I've almost lost my studio. It's come right up halfway on my garden, and it has been really horrendous, extremely scary, and I really don't know where things are going to go with this. It's, I'm hoping that they will come and start to get me back to normal life very, very soon. Let me give him some black arms so that they stand out a little bit. And he's some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of monster. I kind of see it like the monster. You remember, like, they used to do the Otto Man and the Power Rangers and stuff like that. I kind of feel like this would be the kind of monster that would arrive in one of those type of shows. I think Otto Man is the Japanese version of Power Rangers, where it was just one man and not a group of 5 in different colors. Again, kind of like a marketing thing, you know. They have to have 5 so that everybody has a favorite color, you know. Whereas the original was just like a Superman. He was like Auto Man, who used to turn up and fight all these monsters and these demons, and it was just beautiful. So I hope you will come on and get yourself a fantastic little drawing. There's got to be gorgeous drawings coming up this week. I know there's a few of you been asking, and I just got to get to the point of actually typing all these into eBay, and that takes hours and hours and hours, because it's just me and Mr. Miro. Mr. Miro can't type yet. Mr. Miro is my gorgeous little dog, if you don't know. And I wish that I could try and get him to type all these in for me, or at least make the coffee, you know. So there we have it. There is some lovely little drawings for you, just to start this off, just to get everything going. And I will see you back for some more drawing and more excitement and some sales coming this week. I will have to get my finger out. He's kind of cool as well. Look, he's got a quite good face. What's that? There's a lovely little fish there too, the red lips. There's lots of stuff going on. What's that one? So, thank you for watching. I will see you back here very, very, very soon for some more drawing. Have a fantastic day and keep drawing. See you soon. Bye-bye.